Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna today was supposed to be in my head. What I planned for this video was like my reintroduction, like a get ready with me still, but like a reintroduction of like, okay, what is this channel? Who am I? What do I want it to be? Is it gonna be that? I don't know, because so much has happened that it might just end up being chaotic. And it is what it is. Um, Number one, sorry for the backdrop. Okay, it's wrinkly, and I'm not gonna fix it today, honestly. The pins, like the push pin things, came out the wall, and it's pulling, and it's doing things that I don't like, but guess who doesn't have the mental energy to fix it? Me. Also, disclaimer, if you at any point throughout this video hear a kitten screaming, I apologize. I'm going to try my best to cut the camera as soon as I hear her and go take care of her. But her little screams might be in the background. Which brings me to point number one. We're just like literally just going to get into it. I have a kitten now. You might or might not know, I feel like he's been in my videos before, that I have a senior kitty. Well, there's a little bit of introduction about me, that the internet might not know. So Victor is my Maine Coon. His head might be in some of my videos. He's been with me for 10 years. It'll be 11 this fall that we've spent together. I got him as a rescue. So he's about 14 or 15 years old. But yeah, I've had him 10 years, almost 11. He is my soul kitty. We have literally been through everything together. And, I don't know. At this point, at this point in many points in my life, he has literally been my driving force for getting out of bed. Because I'm like, well, I gotta go to work and, put a roof over his head. I don't want to do it for myself, but I gotta do it for him. Like, he depends on me. Love him to death. Like, he's my favorite thing ever on this planet. And I don't know that he's the happiest camper right now. He's not mad. He's great with baby animals, actually. He has a track record of trying to steal things like mom's babies. Well, I don't know that makes sense. So, for example, when I was growing up, I had rabbits, and all of my rabbits I got when they were babies. And as soon as they would come home with me, like, he thought it was his child, Like, he doesn't understand that he's a man with no balls and, like, can't even have kids. Like, let alone he can't give birth to a rabbit. You could not tell him that that's not his baby. Like, he was taking care of them. And he did that. I think we had four or five babies that we brought home throughout his lifetime so far. So he's done that all 5 times. And then we used to live in a house where there was a lot of like strays in the area, and one of them got pregnant, and we were taking care of her for a hot minute, and she had her babies in our lawn or our garden. And when they got old enough, I started bringing them inside. And also, even when they weren't, I'm not gonna lie and act like I'm a saint, even before they were old enough, before they were 8 weeks, I was bringing them into the house to be around him, because Mama was a good mama. She would come home and feed them, but I remember towards like the middle point of their life, so like I remember towards like 5-6 weeks old, she would like disappear, and I think somebody was keeping her inside their house, because she would like disappear for a while and then randomly come back. So in the meantime, I was like, well, they need a cat to be around. He's the best cat ever, like temperament wise, and like he's not aggressive, other than he did kill a cat once, but it was whatever. So I would like bring them inside, and he thought they were his babies. He's great. So he's like not pissed off that she's here, but he's not exactly happy about it either. She was not planned, okay? I would not I would not put him through that. I've actually thought a lot lately about getting another cat because he is slowing down in his older age. If you can hear me, I'm so sorry. He is starting to slow down a little bit as he gets up there. And I thought, a lot of the times in the past with cats, what we've done is like we've brought in a kitten to like liven them up, and it's always worked. Even like at the middle point of his life, he was introduced to a kitten that like he went from like not playing and just being this old grumpy man to like playing with this kitten all the time. So, but that wasn't my kitten. So, I don't know. I've thought about it a lot, but number one, I didn't want to pay another pet fee every month. And number two, I don't know. A part of me was like, no, it's been, me and him for 10 years. I don't want to do that to him. Let me not do this. But, the world has a funny way of working out because I have not used this in forever. So it's like dusty. I, in a moment of weakness, put on Craigslist. Hear me out. This is a crazy story. No, I did not get my cat from Craigslist. I, in a moment of weakness, put a post out on Craigslist that I wanted a kitten. And I literally said in the post that it was for him, basically. But that I wanted, like, an 8-week-old kitten. I did not want a 12-week-old. I didn't want a couple-month-old... You know what I'm saying. I did not want, like, this cat that was already, like, 4 or 5 months old because he would kill it. It has to be a baby. So I was like, I need an 8-week-old so he'll actually not kill it. And he'll bond with it. And I posted it on Craigslist, and I literally kept it up for, I don't know, it wasn't even 48 hours. I don't even know that it was 24 hours. And then I took the post down, because again, that was a moment of weakness and a moment of impulse, and then I realized, I thought it through, and I was like, no, absolutely not. I'm not doing that to him. We're not getting a fucking cat. So I took the post down, and, that was probably, like, I think Sunday night is when I put it up, and then sometime Monday is when I took it down. So I'm at work on Wednesday. The day's pretty normal. It's going good. We're on our lunch break. It's halfway through the day. And my best friend, one of my best friends that I work with, texts me and sends me a picture of this cat, this kitten, this tiny creature. And the thing is, without saying a lot about my work, we work with different like contracted sites. And so one of the contracted sites we have in the springtime is groundskeeping for a nature preserve. And, which is his, my best friend, it's his, contract. Hi, buddy. My big boy's down here. It is his contract. And this, unfortunately, because people fucking suck and people are assholes, this place has become a known, like, dumping grounds for animals. Like, last year, it wasn't last year, it was like 2 years ago, I think, my boss ended up going home with a dog. Because my friend literally called her and was like, dude, somebody just dumped a dog, what do we do? She went and she got it, she took it home. Literally every year from this contract, somebody ends up with an animal. Well, I guess, the universe heard me. He sends me photos of this kitten, and there's a couple kittens in the photo, but there's, like, one that's, like, right in the front. And, I literally told him, we're friends, and he's goofy as hell. He has a track record of, like, pranking me. Like, one time, last year during this season, he sent me a photo of a mower sunk into a pond, and I really thought it was real. No, he waited till the end of the day. He sent me that at my lunch break, and then waited till the end of the day, so, like, 5 hours later, to tell me it was AI, that he photoshopped it. So, like, he's known to prank. So I literally texted him back and I said, stop lying to me. You are literally pranking me right now. And he's like, no, dead ass, on God, this is real. Sends me, like, 9 photos of this tote. Like, think plastic 5-gallon storage tote. 5-gallon? 10-gallon? I don't know how many gallons. But think those giant plastic storage totes. He sends me a picture of one of those in the middle of the woods with, like, 9 kittens in it. Somebody had really dumped 9 kittens, and it's like, okay, cool. First of all, shitty. Like, as a human being, whoever did that is so shitty for that. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. But also, okay, like, cool. Um, Come to find out, these were 4 weeks old. No mom. Somebody just dumped 4-week-old kittens. Now, if you know anything about cats, hi, baby. If you know anything about cats, they can't survive at 4 weeks old without a mom. They need milk. And to make it worse, whoever had done it, had just dropped, um, like a handful of dry cat food outside the box for them. They would not have made it, period. So I'm freaking out because I'm like, okay, well, I have, like I'm literally at work. I can't abandon like my duties to go. But I was like, okay, call the animal control, have them come out, and in the meantime, slip one of them in your pocket for me. And I'm joking. Well, I'm half joking, half serious. Like I was going through a little bit of baby kitten fever. I was like, oh my god, I want that. But also like I can't take on another responsibility. I'm trying to with the world the way it is, and I'm not trying to complain, but with the world the way it is, it's hard enough to take care of myself, and I have Victor to take care of. It's like, realistically, the adult thing for me to do is like, okay, call the animal shelter. But like, I joked about slip one in your pocket. I text my best friend because I was like, okay, she's gonna talk me out of this. If there's any part of me that is serious right now, she's gonna talk me out of this. No, that bitch says, tell him to get one for me too. So then I quickly text him and I'm like, hey, she actually seriously wants one, so if you could like actually make sure you grab one, that'd be great. Long story short, from here on out, he grabs 2 of them, puts them in a bucket, brings them back to work, and I get stuck with a 4-month-old kitten, or 4-week-old kitten. So, funny enough, because the universe always does this, I had a personal day off the next day. Like I mentioned, this happened on a Wednesday. I'm normally working Monday through Friday. 2 weeks beforehand, because this just happened this week, 2 weeks ago, I asked for the random Thursday off, and I was just going to enjoy myself and have a good time because I really needed it. I'm so burnt out at work. Wednesday, he gets me this fucking kitten. And so after he tells me, like, oh, I have 2 of them in my pocket and I'm headed back now, I'm like, fuck, I was kidding. But let me, like, if you're serious and I gotta own up to my shit, let me contact the vet. I called the vet and I was like, I explained the situation. I was like, do you have anything? And they're like, oh, we have a 2 o'clock appointment tomorrow. What are the odds that on the day off I took for personal reasons, you have an appointment that I can make it to that I normally would be at work during? So it was like a moment of like, yeah, the universe somehow planned this, and I honestly don't know how I feel about it, because like, she's a lot. She's 4 weeks old. Like, she's a lot. Literally can't leave her alone. I'm lucky that I have one person that's super close, actually works in my apartment building, who is willing to come in while I'm at work and take care of her and feed her, because if not, I'd be fucked. She's got to be fed like every 2 to 4 hours. It's been crazy. It has been absolutely insane. Victor's not sure how he feels about her, and honestly, that's understandable. It's just been me and this big guy for literally so long that he, I don't think he wants to share his mom. Hence why I wish I could show you. He's literally, maybe I can. Let me see. Hence why he's literally on my lap. Just hanging out. Okay. Anyways, he is literally just hanging out with me. And I love it. He has been my favorite thing since like forever. It's literally always just been me and this guy. And I am so thankful that like I've had him for so long, because I literally don't know how I would have gotten through life without him. And I know that sounds like very dramatic, but I mean like, and this is about to be like sound very sad and depressing, and I don't mean it to be that way. But when I say like, I have never had anybody other than like, parents and family. I've never had anybody in my life for 10 years, but I've had him in my life for 10 years. So it's like, I don't know. The universe knew what they were doing when they gave him to me. So, a part of me has been feeling very guilty, because I'm like, oh, I brought this thing in here. Like, this is your domain, and I brought this thing in here. But, again, he loves baby animals. And on day 1, when she was, literally stuck in my closet, because I've had to keep her separated. He literally was just crying at the door wanting to be her friend. So, like, he's not doing terrible. He's doing fine. It's just in my head, I feel guilty. Also, by the way, I have no direction that I'm going with this makeup. I want to take photos after this, but I literally don't know, like, what I'm doing. Buddy, stop. So this was going to be my, like, reintroduction video of, like, hi, I'm Madison, what do we do on this channel? Literally random shit that I want to do. Most of the time it ends up being get ready with me's. Sometimes there's a vlog or something. Sometimes there's a rant. Most of the time I call it talk therapy, because I like branding things and I like making things sound official and fancy. So I do talk therapy here. That's literally where I talk about current world issues or things that I'm having an issue with that I know I'm not alone in. And I kind of just, get it off my chest. Literally, the name is talk therapy because it's literally what it is. We literally just talk about shit. How many times am I going to say literally in this video? So yeah, there's a lot of talk therapy and a lot of get readies with me. What else do we do? I don't know. We don't do a whole lot, honestly. I'm trying to get back into YouTube. I think my fear is rejection in the way of I don't want certain people to find my YouTube channel and be like, ew, like, you have, like, nothing going on here. Like, why are you doing this? This is so stupid. But I like content creation and I like talking. It's so funny because I have social anxiety and I hate people, right? But literally since I was, like, a child, like, literally since, how many times am I gonna say later? Since I was, like, 8, I would, have these, like, fake talk shows with myself where I would be, I would be both the interviewer and the interviewee, and I would switch back and forth, and I would have a talk show with myself in the bathtub, during playtime, during bedtime, like, literally any time. I would just have these impromptu, like, I've always loved, like, talking and, like, entertaining and being funny, but out in public, I don't talk to humans. Humans scare me. So, like, my hopes are that on the internet, like, I can make a safe space for myself where I can just, like, let that part of me out. That's all I want. Let's see here. Let me just, reminder, I have zero idea what I'm doing. I don't have a plan for what I want this to look like. I'm going in blind. Okay, I feel like it's only a very me thing that we have to talk about the fact that the Motionless in White album that we've waited girl, that we have waited over 4 years for is finally coming. And I have to be honest, and a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, and trust me, listen, before anybody gets mad at me for what's about to come out of my mouth, I'm mad at me for what's about to come out of my mouth. This is, like, the first album that I'm not excited for, because, so Afraid of the Dark that they launched, a couple months ago, or whatever, was the first song by them I truly did not like. I just felt like it was low effort, and a lot of the lyrics were very recycled from old songs, and I didn't like that. And then they released Playing God, and I have literally only gotten 30 seconds into, granted, I have read the lyrics before I listened to the song. I've only gotten 30 seconds into it, and then I just, like, could not finish the rest. I am gonna go back to it. As a Motionless fan, I have to, like, make myself sit through it at least once. But they're really not hitting for me lately, and I feel awful because, like, that's been my biggest, like, fandom that I've been a part of for so long. I've literally been with Motionless, or, like, a fan, like, standing with Motionless since 2012. So, I don't know, it honestly kind of, this sounds stupid, but it honestly kind of hurts that I don't love, the last couple releases as much as I want to, and, like, I'm not as excited for the album as I want to be. It kind of low-key sucks. But I'm also not gonna force myself to like something when I don't, like it. That's just not me. So if I don't like it, I don't like it. I will say I've went soft. I've been listening to a lot of like, and granted, I'm very versatile with music. Um, I don't listen to country, but other than like country, I listen to almost everything. And I've been listening to like a lot of indie rock lately. And what else? Been listening to like a lot of, I don't even know that it's called folk music. I don't know what it's considered. Like a lot of like Florence and the Machine and Coolio and Hosier and stuff like that. I've been listening to a lot of stuff like that. And honestly, when I'm not listening to that, I've been listening to a lot of rap. So it's just like maybe at this time, it's just not the time that I'm receiving the album well. I don't know if that like makes sense. Like the words out of my mouth make sense like it does in my head. But like I'm saying like maybe that it's just not the time that it's appealing to me. Like there will be a time, I'm sure. I've literally loved Motionless for like 10 years. Wait, no, it's 2026 currently. So 14, is it that fucking long? 14 years? Holy cow. But like there's no way I'm just gonna not like the album. Like I'm sure I just need to listen to it when I'm in a different headspace than I've currently been in. Also, I would love to be one of those people that say like, don't judge my makeup skills, I'm not a blah blah blah. I'm not a makeup artist, technically. However, I did go to cosmetology school, so I should know my shit. What am I doing? Not paying attention, that's what I'm doing. I need an inner corner highlight before I put that on. Um, Went to cosmetology school. I also did makeup for a haunted house for a year, and then was a backup for the same house the year after. But I was going through a lot in my life at that time, so I wasn't like fully able to be there and be present. So that's why I was a backup. I've been wanting to do, I'm gonna pause real quick and come back 1 second. Quite possibly the worst eyeliner job I've ever done. I cannot with these bright ass lights in my face. Like, it's crazy. I mean, they're helping a lot, but like, I can't see a damn thing. So, I'm gonna have to fix this. But I'm putting on a big ass pair of lashes, so I don't think it's honestly gonna matter all that much. What was I talking about though? Just that I've been with Motionless for a really long time, and like, things change, but I don't think that honestly after 14 years I'm going to change. I think it's just that there's a time for me to listen to it, and it's like not right now currently in my life. Not to mention, low-key Indigo has, um, this is gonna sound so stupid, but low-key Indigo has changed my life so much in the half a week that she's been here. Because why have I just been listening to like everything softer? Like because there's a baby in my house. Like I can't have fucking, I mean, yeah, she's going to be a death metal baby. Like I literally told her that like when I put her in the car to take her home from work, I literally told her I was like, you're about to be a death metal cat. And that's just the life you're going to have to live. But then like I don't know. I've been putting, every time I feed her, I've been putting on like Daisies by Justin Bieber, and then letting Spotify play whatever comes after that. So it's been a lot of like Billie Eilish and like soft, quiet, pretty music. And that's just the headspace that we're in right now, because there's a baby in my house. I'm not gonna lie, I have been freaking the fuck out the last, 4 days of my life. 4 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days. I've been freaking out. Just like constantly. Like anxiety level 1,000. Have not been able to eat. Because she's new. It's something new in my life, but also because She's so tiny that I'm so scared that something's gonna go wrong. You know, like, she's 4 weeks old. Like, she's the tiniest little thing ever. And I'm so scared. But it's so funny because for the tiniest little thing ever, she has, like, such a big personality. So Victor, my senior kitty, he is a Maine Coon. He's freaking-gantic. Like, he's huge. And she's not scared of him in the slightest. She was pouncing at him and trying to tell him who's the boss. Like, she owned the place. Like, she's not scared at all. She will literally climb up my pant leg. She is 4 weeks old and she wants to play all the time when she's awake. And my best friend who took the other cat, I've been texting her to be like, does yours want to play so much? And she's like, nah. It literally sleeps and eats and sleeps. I'm like, oh, mine wants to play all the time. But it's so funny because she's got such a big personality. Also, if I seem kind of sketch all of a sudden, it's because, so backstory, we had a mouse in my house. It sounds like I'm telling a joke. I'm not, unfortunately. We had a mouse in my house last weekend, and it kind of just disappeared. I'm guessing it went out the way it came from, but my spot that I'm filming in right now, so sorry. My spot that I'm filming in right now, unfortunately, is like right where I saw its little head peek out. So I'm a little feeling away about that. You know, maybe Indigo's timing is a little more divine than I thought, because maybe she's just, as a kitten, gonna get all the mouse out of my house, because Victor didn't really do a whole lot about it. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of dropped the ball a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay. I literally always have problems with at least one lash. Like, one will go on perfect, and then the other one will be a hot mess express. Hopefully that's good enough, though. Honestly, I'm just taking photos and hanging around my house. It does not need to be perfect. And it's just a little mascara to, like, blend everything. But maybe, I don't know, maybe the universe is like, hey, Victor's not going to catch your mice for you. Here's a kitten to take care of the problem. It's like, oh, thanks. Why did it feel like that was coming off? It's not, but it felt like it was. I have no idea what I'm doing for lips. Honestly, I brought a lot of options because I didn't know what I was gonna want to do, but honestly, none of them are appealing to me right now. None of them. Well, I only brought really one lip liner. I mean, I brought a couple, but really only one that I can use at the moment. Just wiping, like, rubbing the rest of my chapstick in, because I don't want to rub it off, because then, like, why even put it on? But rub it in so it absorbs. If you're new here, I overline the fuck out of my lips, so just, I don't know, close your eyes, turn away, I don't know. I literally am, like, still Kylie Jennering it. I've been thinking a lot lately about getting lip fillers, and that's not a new thought. I'm not gonna lie, that's not a new thing that I've been considering. I've wanted lip fillers since I was literally 16, but I've always told myself, like, no, like, don't do that, it's stupid. I've watched the videos on Stephanie Lang's channel about plastic surgery and been talked out of getting lip filler. Literally watched so many like YouTube influencers get lip filler and then get theirs dissolved over the years that I just have talked myself out of it. But I've been talking myself back into it because I honestly do really want it. I think that I would be happy. Not that I'm not happy now. I'm fine overdrawing my lips, but I don't know. I just think that I don't want. I just think that I would be happy. I don't know. And truthfully, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would end up hating it. I don't know. But it's like one of those things that like I at least want to do it and try it. If it doesn't work out, then maybe I get it dissolved. I don't know. And then I'm gonna put, where'd the little lipstick go that I was gonna put on top? It's the only thing I hate about this area. Like I'm filming in, is like I literally lose everything. Oh, that's not working how I thought it was gonna work. Yeah, no, not at all. I should have thought about that and not put the darker one in the center because that did nothing. But that's okay. I'm not mad at it. I kind of like it. So this did not end up being the reintroduction that I thought it was going to be. Like I afterwards thought it did end up just being like a chatty situation. I really need to fix my hair. It's been baby pink for the last like month, but it's like finally washing out that I need to fix it. I don't know. This like strawberry blonde kind of looks cool though. My hairbrush. I'm literally just gonna take some photos today. I told myself I was gonna take some like launch photos for Indy so I can post it on social media so all my family and friends know what happened. Alright, so that was my little get ready with me. I hope that anybody who's still watching, I hope that you enjoyed. Feel free to hit the like button. I'm gonna be that person. I want to do this more than I currently do it. I've kind of fallen off the wagon. There was a moment in time this time last year where I was filming, you know, at least like once a week or once every 2 weeks. And for the last couple of months, I have filmed, but I've deleted it because I'm just like, it's not something I want to post. But I really do want to get back into doing this because I like doing it. It's fun for me. Even if nobody watches, even if it gets 0 views, I still like doing this. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed our little hangout, and I definitely will be back. So hopefully I will see you in the next one.